I'll be right there. Hello, as I magically appear. Let's let the camera catch up here. Hey, everybody. I'd like to thank you for checking out my broadcast today. My name is Jonathan. This is day 20 of my 3-year health and wellness challenge. The challenge that I've put in front of myself is to, over the next 3 years, get control over my food addiction. I need to unlearn what I know about eating and relearn something different, because the way I have been eating has put me to the point where I got over 500 pounds. When I started this challenge, I was 519.8 pounds. Um, Over the years, I've had lots of success with weight loss. I've done multiple times where I've lost a good amount of weight and got myself to the goal I had set for myself. And then at that point, I kind of let everything fall apart. And that's what I'm hoping to do different this time. And so to start the challenge, I am doing a 30-day fast. I have done a 30-day fast in the past, so I knew what to expect coming in to this. Things have been going well so far, and I will get more into the fast a little bit later. To get going here, though, to start, we are going to do the weigh-in. So let me get everything set up on this to go. And just 1 second. Yeah, I usually have this up beforehand, but that was a little bit slower than usual too, so there might be a slight delay with this. But let's check out today's new weight. Today's new weight is 461.6 pounds. So we had a 0.8 of a pound loss, which is not awful or surprising. One of the things I'm going to attribute it to, and I haven't even talked about it yet, and I don't know if anybody has noticed it if you watch these videos, but I am in a different shirt. And this is a long sleeve shirt, so that's the difference. I've been weighing in a short sleeve shirt, and this is long. I've been having some issues that with my gut, as far as like I've been belching a lot, which was weird to me. And so what I kind of narrowed it down to was my electrolyte that I was drinking. It was an orange flavor, and it was just, I think that's what it was. I switched to a lemonade flavor or a lemon flavor, and much better today overall. And so I don't know, maybe if I wasn't drinking enough water because my stomach was upsetting me or what, but I'm continuing to lose weight, and I am really getting close to that 60 pounds. I mean, I'm at 58.2 pounds. So I'm real close to 60 pounds in 20 days. And if I came in and weighed in tonight at midnight, or maybe I'd hit it. But so I'm really excited about the weight loss there. I'm losing my train of thought. One of the things I was going to mention, I had some comments on some posts and videos that there was a Reddit user called I Like Grogs that had made a comment about how the video, I think it was a couple days ago, I think it was over 50 pounds lost. And he was like, well, that's like losing 2 tires. And so I thought that was kind of a neat way to think of it. So I think what I'm going to do is when I get to 75 pounds, I'm going to make like a top 10 things that are 75 pounds, things that, similar to I lost. So if any of you have suggestions about things that are 75 pounds, they could maybe make the list, but I'll have to look at some different things. It might be something I do as I lose the weight, find things that weigh the same amount as I just lost. I think that's pretty clever. The Let's 0.8 down, 58.2. The I mentioned the shirt. I guess I want to talk a little bit more about the shirt. The shirts I was wearing, I have probably a half dozen of them. I have one right here, actually. I'm going to try to figure out a way to maybe hang one up back. I'm still gonna wear these probably for a little bit, but those are 6X shirts. This is a 5X shirt, and I put it right on, fit perfect. So I'm really excited about starting to expand my wardrobe. I know my wife really appreciated it. It was the first thing she noticed today, that I was wearing a different shirt to work. And so I'm real excited. That's one of those non-scale victories, and so that's going to be great. I'm going to have a lot of different clothes like that. In fact, I still have the shirt from, I can change my background here, from this here. Oh no, that's the wrong one. This here, it'll come over. Yeah. So I still have that shirt in a closet. That'll be fun to get into. I have some other photos that I'll have to try to get. I have a nice button-up shirt that I'm excited to get into. And then these are actually, I'm under 300 pounds here, so I'm still 60 pounds heavier than my goal at that point. So those are going to be clothes I'm hoping that I eventually grow out of as well, which would be great. Get into some even smaller sizes than that. I guess we can leave that as the background. I keep thinking about changing this weight on the top, and I don't. Yeah, I'll change it later. So it's the new weight's 461.6. The fast, I'm 20 days into the fast. I feel really good. Like, I kind of just, with switching that elixir up today, or not the elixir, switch it up, the electrolyte powder, that made a big difference. I feel like today, especially in my mood and just my overall well-being. I'm much more I'm much happier not having kind of whatever was happening in my stomach going on. So I think I'm going to have to retire that orange, or there's a chance I was using too much for the amount of fluid that I had too, but more can't be bad, right? Probably what got me into being 500 pounds. More can't be bad. Let's see. So the million calorie challenge, that is one of the things that I've used in the past to help me, is to think about the excess weight on my body as like a piggy bank of stored calories or stored energy. And I have over 300 pounds of excess fat on my body, and at 3,500 calories per pound, that gives me over 1 million calories that I need to burn off. But I'm just doing this countdown for the 1 million calorie. And so I didn't move up a bunch. It only went up about 2,800, but it is at 203,700. So, it's always good to see that continue to tick up and tick up and tick up. And overall, that's going to be something. When I hit 250, I'm going to want to do some sort of thing for myself, for, I'll go get my nails done or something, something real nice. Yeah, I guess with the fast, the only thing I do have to say is I've noticed that I do when I get hungry, I find that it is while I'm having a conversation about food or I'm seeing like a video with food. And probably more so the conversations about food, like especially there's a lot of talk about what I want to do after I do get done with the fast. And uh, when I get talking about that, I feel like I get hungry after those or during those conversations, especially if they're longer conversations. And then, the social medias, they have those algorithms that they uh, they show you what you watched or what you were into, and I very much watch a lot of different food videos, people eating food for reviews or doing gourmet cooking. Like I last night, I watched part of a video of a guy cooking a turkey with Thanksgiving coming up, and I kind of had to turn it off when I realized that I those are things that I shouldn't be doing right now, unless they're cooking like raw vegetables or something. But so I do find that I get a little bit hungry when I'm talking or thinking about food. But if I'm not, if it's not something that's around or brought up, I'm not really that hungry, that really a sip of water doesn't help take care of or help kind of settle any type of hunger that you might see come up. And the fast food, or the fasting here, the total time I fasted, so we're in day 20, and so that puts me at 473 hours fasted. I'm gonna pop this up. I like to have up here the amount of time I have left to fast. I think that if I keep seeing that one number tick up and tick up and tick up, then who knows? But it is 10 hours, 10 days. I wish 10 hours. 10 days, 7 hours. Actually, um, it's been going great. So I don't wish, I'm looking forward to what I achieve as far as weight loss in the next 10 days and see what the total for the 30 days is going to be here. Another thing, especially with my food addiction, that I find is that I go out and I eat fast food a lot. And so what I thought it would be good to do is to go back and track the amount of money I've spent on fast food. Initially here, I did November of last year, and I didn't look at the numbers prior. And I do a lot of travel in November. I did with Thanksgiving, and so the number really didn't give a honest representation of the amount of money I've actually been spending. And so what I did is I went into my statements and I went back to September, because September has the same number of days as November. So I figured that would be easy, and then it's just a couple months back when I know I was not restraining myself from fast food. And I definitely know I was not restraining myself from fast food now, because I've done the numbers. And it is honestly, it's almost embarrassing with what I'm about to talk here. So, what I had done from that last November, I had $127.29 was what I was at in the first 20 days. That was, and this is all just my fast food purchases for myself. It's not any, like, if I go to a gas station or if we go out to eat as a family, I'm not adding any of those into the number here. And so what I found looking at September is that in the first 20 days of September, I had purchased from fast food 22 times. So that's more than once a day average that I went to fast food. And my total up to this point, and I don't know if I updated it on my system here. Yes, I did. But my total in the first 20 days of September, just on fast food, isn't counting gas stations or going out to eat, I purchased $333.10 for myself. And so I just did this math kind of before stream, and that's really just an incredible amount of money. And it could be more. There may have been times I purchased stuff with cash that didn't pop up on the statement. But that is all money I'm not spending now. And so I do have to look at the positive of that, is that the spending is stopped, and then maybe I can start using that money to buy my wife something real nice, because that's a lot of the family money that just went right to my gut. And honestly, I probably, if that amount was zero, if I had not gone to fast food at all in September, the amount of food that I consumed outside of that from gas stations and what what was prepared at home, and I probably still would have gained weight. Like, it would have probably been more than a healthy American diet. And then I'm talking, I'm dropping another $300+ in 20 days on top of that. So that's really humbling, and it's probably uh, one of the things that I've avoided doing the math on in a long time. And so uh, it's definitely much more eye opening than what I was doing. And I mean, we're going to see this number climb. I haven't done the rest of the math, but I'm certain it doesn't slow down in September of this year, and we see a big number for that. So again, I am really happy that I'm not spending that money, and I'm gonna find better things to do with that money. Start a vacation fund or something. Go out of town when you can go out of town again. So yeah, that was kind of a big thing here I wanted to talk about. I mean, yeah, do you guys have things like that where you spend a bunch of money on snack food or a bunch of money on candy, or what's your vice, what's your addiction, and have you spent the time to look at the amount of money you're spending on it, as it is? I mean, that would have been, if every month I would have done the math on how much I spent on fast food, it would have helped me curb in the past, for sure. So what else did I have here? I had a few comments and likes on my videos, which I really appreciate from you guys. I mentioned a couple of them. A few Super Speed here had made a comment um, about maybe I fall back because once I finish the fast I fall into my old habits, and that's exactly what happens, and that's what my challenge here is to break that habit. They talk about too that they switched to a intermittent fasting, eating it between 12 and 7, which I think that's great for a ton of people. I mean, it's great for anybody really, but I think that it's it'd be easiest to convince somebody. You could say, hey, you can eat at noon, you can eat again right before 7, and then you just shut it down until noon the next day, and then doing a calorie restriction like you suggest there. That's the other part. That's the biggest part is the calorie cap. You got to have maybe a goal on what you want to eat for a day, and then have a goal for what, like, your max, where you just have to say no more. Like, you have to be like, it's full. There's no more capacity once I hit this, even if it looks like the most delicious thing. You got to shut it off. um then the other one was Awesome Pigeon TV from YouTube. Thanks for the compliment. And then, right, used to get embarrassed with dieting in front of people, but now you take enjoyment in it. And I'm sure that's great. I wonder, I haven't seen anything, what kind of weight loss you've had, but I'm sure she said that it gives her pleasure to order those things now, in front of people, and that people are gonna they're gonna be proud of you for making a change at a restaurant. And I've mentioned that too before, that you get embarrassed about ordering food. You're embarrassed to order a salad because you're 480 pounds, or you're 380 pounds, or you're however 520 pounds, and like, you order the salad, and I mean, you always assume the first thing that the waiter thinks, look at that fatty, and then probably thinks, oh, he's gonna order a lot of food, I get a big tip. And then you order a salad and water, and then you assume what you think about him then too, what he's thinking there. He could be thinking, good job, that's awesome. Or he could be thinking, damn, I just lost the tip I thought I was gonna get. Who knows? But yeah, and I'm excited about the changes I'm gonna see here too. So again, I want to thank everybody for the comments. If you guys have any suggestions for midterm goals for me, it's definitely something I don't have a lot of. I mean, like, hitting milestones in the 1,000,000 calorie challenge, or hitting milestones in my weight, are obviously midterm things that are great. But maybe walk a couple miles a day for 2 or 3 weeks or a month, or do something for an extended period of time, just to keep the weight, the health and fitness part of it kind of interesting, because I haven't got to that, and I'm gonna get to it. But while I'm fasting, I'm I'm focusing a lot on getting a bunch of weight down, because I do feel really good as far as my joints and my muscles and my flexibility. And I just know that if I was pounding at the gym and working out, that I'd be feeling good as far as the weight loss, but all those things I think would just be so sore, and it would be and I don't know that, I guess with fasting, it's whatever I do would be weight that comes right off. But when I start working out, I want to be replacing that energy with calories. So but yeah, that's kind of everything for today. It is Friday. So that means I won't be back on till Monday. But Monday, I got 1.6 pounds to go before I get to. No, I'm sorry. I got 1.8 pounds to go until I hit 60. So I'm certain that by Monday, I'm going to hit that, which is really awesome. That was kind of the point I hit the last time I fasted. I was also thinner. But so I'm excited to hit 60 pounds lost. Would have loved to have it happen today, but just did. Um, Again, thanks for all the comments. I am going to get out of here, but if you guys liked anything I talked about today, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribing is always awesome. You can share this with anybody you think that it might help. And I really want to hear more from you guys. I'd love this to be something where I'm reading these comments that people are leaving. I want to celebrate your guys' victories. So if you guys have been doing, actually, Jen, I didn't even look at it, but there was a comment from Jen about being on Weight Watchers since September. She's having a lot of success. And so, but yeah, I want to see all those comments. I want to shout out to you guys. So, pop those up here, and maybe we can get a bunch going on Monday. So again, thanks guys. I'm out of here. I gotta go hang out with the family. It's gonna be a fun weekend. You guys have a good one.